What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today we're gonna talk about AITX. My position I had there took another loss and winded up going red for the week, but that's okay. And then I want to talk about LTNC. A beautiful breakout at the end of the day, so winded up buying it to hold it over the weekend. And I want to get into that as well. But before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So that being said, let's just get right into it. So since I have this up on my screen, man, LTNC, it's a beautiful pattern, what I like to see. I started following this thing because of the heavy volume. Had a beautiful breakout over here at the penny and a half mark. Gapped up here on the 22nd when it had this news statement come out. So just to get into a little bit, Labor Smart Inc., a leader in providing on-demand blue-collar staffing primarily in the southern eastern United States and transitioning into a diversified holding company, today provided the following background and details in compliance with regulations. So, basically just, sharing that, they're up to standard on their compliance and regulations. And that caused this massive spike right here. We literally went from a penny to over 3 cents, which is beautiful. And then it had this drop and started climbing back. And now it broke right here late day. And so I wound up picking up 300,000 shares because it's trading almost 700 million in volume. That kind of volume is beautiful. You see the volume kind of died out here and then boom, had a nice spike in volume, something I like to look for. It's my kind of chart, up, down, break, down, now breaking. So I'm really anticipating some kind of potential gap up again. Maybe depending on what happens, what kind of news catalyst that provided. I want to do a little bit more homework on it, and we'll get into that a little bit later on in this weekend. But I really wanted to get into AITX. This again provides a beautiful dip buy opportunity with no day trades. I wasn't able to capitalize on it, so I did an overnight play, thinking that we could potentially get another gap up like we seen here. Close here, gapped up, close here, gapped up, but it winded up gapping down. And it did have a drop off in volume, so that should have been a sign for me. But again, man, it's just me not being able to capitalize on intraday movement without having a day trade. Now, the thing I'm thinking about is I have turned $4,000 into now close to 28 grand in 3 months, which is beautiful. For me to turn 4 grand into nearly 30 grand in 3 months is beautiful. So I can't relocate all that money in a single account, so I could be over the pattern day trading rule. But again, man, I don't want to mess up my discipline in the way I've been trading. So I'm just going to kind of wait it out a little bit. I might do that. But again, I think I'm just going to wait it out because I kind of like the 9 day trades per week and then potential overnight plays. It keeps me from over trading. But again, when I see things like this is a beautiful opportunity I could have capitalized on. Beautiful opportunity buying the dips. And I winded up eating this loss. I could have very well, if I would have been over the PDT rule in any one of my accounts, I could patiently wait and just, not have to do these overnight plays all the time. But, I have been capitalizing on them. And so I thought I could capitalize on it again. And it just didn't work out this time. Winded up with the total overall, I believe, was $760 loss. I know I took $250 here. I bought it in all 3 accounts, $264 there. Took a loss on it, and $208 here. So, roughly, over $700, which was about a minus 3% loss, which again, that's well within my range of my loss. Minus 3 or less. Typically, I like to do minus 2 or less, but minus 3 isn't bad considering the fact I make anywhere between 6 to 10% profit. And my win rate over the last 3 months has been, close to 70% in actual win rate. So it might have dropped down a little bit, maybe about a 67%, but that's still good. So it's part of the game, guys. Taking losses is part of the game. This is actually my first week, going red. So if we get into here, this week I wound up losing about $460 in total, which is really not bad at all. $460 in total for the week. I wound up losing. Really, I was just off my game from the previous weekend that just went by. I was dealing with some personal issues. I mentally I wasn't all there. I was completely off in my trades, swinging them here and there. Got lucky with some. Others winded up taking bigger losses than I should because I just wasn't concentrating the way I should. So overall, these two red days outweighed the three greens. Winded up taking about a minus $460 loss. But I had a almost a 5K week in the first week, nearly a 10K week in the second week, a 2K week in the third. So losing $400 is no big deal. It's part of the game. Leave a comment. Let me know if you guys want me to get into my P&L and get into diving deep into my weeks and sharing with you guys that because if it can help, I'm definitely willing to share. So taking this loss, I took that L. I could have very well dip bought it. I've talked about it in previous videos. If you haven't watched it, please go and do so. AITX provides a beautiful dip buying opportunity, and I could have easily capitalized on it if I had a day trade. But walking away with minus $400 for the week, it's my first red week that I've had in quite some time in the last couple months. It's no big deal for me. They come, and I expect them to come. The goal is just to minimize my losses as much as possible. So minus $400 to close out this month. I started off really strong this month, and then the play started dying off. And instead of me adjusting, I was still trying to capitalize on those plays that were working, and they just weren't working as well anymore. And then when I noticed opportunities like this, you could go back and watch previous videos. If I'd have just been patient and waiting for these dips, because I was still trying to capitalize on the overnight play, it bit me in the ass a few times. My biggest losses came from gap downs overnight when I was expecting a gap up. Even though the play was showing signs that the gap up was really no longer there, I still kind of just, went for a swing for the fences. And, it cost me dearly because realistically, I started off this week with a minus $3,000 on one of those plays. And then buying the dip, if I'd have just been patient and waited for the dip, that very same day, I wound up making $2,200 back that same day. So, I started off the week already in the hole $3,000. So to come out the hole from $3,000 to just $400, that's not bad. So I just want to share that with you guys. There's always opportunity available. Just be patient and wait for the right play to present itself. Get familiar with the chart pattern, wait for it, and it will come, man. And, I could have easily capitalized if I'd have just had the patience. But, that's the name of the game, and it's something I'm personally working on and getting better at every day, which is why I make these videos. I review them often to figure out, what's really going on in my head mentally while I'm trading. What am I seeing? All of the above, and trying to figure out what's best. So, yeah, man, took a $700 loss on that, which was about 3%, so that's cool. I'm good with a 3% loss. And then LTNC presented itself last minute. So I wound up taking an $83 profit just holding it. I bought it right here in this dip, right in the 12, right before the close, 12:54 p.m. And then, started gearing up a little bit. So I wound up taking, a nice $83 profit to minimize my loss a little bit less. That's cool. But really I bought it, because it has a chance to go parabolic here. And, and I could see that happening with the volume, the type of volume that it has. So if it gaps up, If it gaps up on Monday, I'm definitely going to sell it into the gap up and then patiently wait to see what happens from there. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You Can't Stop Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. Again, AITX took a loss on it and winded up going red for the week, but you know, a $400 red week is nothing compared to what I've been making. If you guys want to see my P&L for the month and go over my monthly statement, leave a comment, let me know. I'll break it down for you guys. But till then, man, I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.